Hi guys, I'm on an interesting one now. I've got these two bikes that I'm doing on the weekend. I've got the new er5 and I've got the BMW, what is that? 650. That's got two water leaks, one from the radiator and one from the where is it? It's from the pump area. And what I need to do is take both of them off and fix them using brazing aluminium or something. So that's the plan. However, one of the watchers from the channel has contacted me and they want to help out their auntie who's got a bike dumped in the garage. Hello, Neve. So we're going to pick up this bike. It's about an hour and a half away. We're going to dump this bike in the back, less of the dumping. And then I'm going to find some time. It probably won't be this weekend. It will probably be next, to see what's going on with this bike. It stopped running for whatever reason some years back. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So I've got three kind of big projects this weekend that I'm going to be working on. So here we are. Rob, I just met your auntie. We just had a nice long chat. This is the er5 that I'm going to be looking at over the next couple of weeks. I'm just filming at this angle, guys, because I don't want the plate on at this stage. That's a bit unfair. I'll cover the plate. But this is kind of what we're dealing with. 4 years, I believe. 4 years sitting. But just needs kind of a little bit of wiring and obviously some sort of service. But looking over it otherwise, the tyres are good and the bike was looked after at some point. I'm telling you now though, there are spiders on this bad boy that will give you nightmares. Me nightmares, because I hate spiders. But I think we will get this bike cleaned up, serviced, ideally MOT'd, and back in 3 weeks, and then we've helped someone out. Rob is a nice fan and he talks to me on Instagram a fair amount. Nice kid. He's not a kid, he's 17, and I'm really glad I can help out. And actually I could have picked this bike up weeks ago, but I didn't realise it was in London. So I'm going to get this strapped down, safe, secure, and back home. And I think I'll start looking at this next weekend. But it's nice to have another kind of project that's going to help someone out. So we're back at the garage. I've had a good look over this bike. This bike's a bit of a mixed bag because someone has loved it at one stage, and you can tell that by the frame condition, and then all of these externals, they were painted or powder coated. So you've got this one and this one here, and someone did a good job on that. And actually all the panels were painted, but they were painted by hand and the lacquering wasn't very good. I can't easily resolve that issue as well. It would need a repaint. What I can do is a lot of the rust work. Obviously I can attempt to get the engine up and running, and yeah. So I think with this video and this bike, not this actual video but these videos, I think it will be about me showing you what this process is. And you know, the basics will be get the battery out. I'm going to get the battery out now, put it on charge overnight, see what happens. That's priority number one. Get the battery going. Second step for me would be removing and draining the tank, flushing the tank out with new petrol, cleaning it out, tipping that new petrol out, and knowing we have a fresh kind of cleaner tank to start with. Next step from there would be checking it has enough oil in it for now just to start it up, and then carb cleaning, carbs off, carb clean, try and fire this thing up. Next step after that will be clean the air filter if it's cleanable, change the oil, clean the spark plugs, and it's had its kind of basic service. After that, downpipes and exhaust are about to rot actually. They haven't got much life left, but we might be able to save them with
I don't know if we can save them actually. This is the box section there is pretty bad. We can do the best we can, which would be clean them up, put a coat of paint on them, and that'll give them a bit more protection for now. Check the cooling system, make sure it's topped up, make sure it's cooling, and then it's MOT stuff, electrics, lights, brake lights, and so on. So, but you know, when you're like this, you just don't know what you're working with. I know what the lady said. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. I'll find out what it is later. I know it was a general running bike, and then something stopped it running, possibly one of the switches, side stand switch, clutch switch, so on, maybe even start switch. So that's something we can very easily look at. There's no huge issue there. But 4 years later, fuel in it, it needs the rest, it needs the carb, you know, the carbs done, and so on. It will definitely need some new oil at some point, and so on and so on. So that's kind of where we go with this, and that's the fun thing. Once you've got your checklist, it's kind of good to go. Check the battery, get rid of the old fuel, clean the tank with new fuel, pull the carbs off, clean the carbs, chuck the carbs on, make sure you've got some oil, fire it up. If it fires, you're good to go. Give it a good service, fire it up again, make sure it cools. If it's cooling well, get the other bits and pieces done, get it through an MOT, the bike's good to go. Yeah, so we make it sound easy. Obviously doing that work takes a bit of time, but for now I'm going to pop out the battery so we can get that on charge, and I'm also going to pop out the little lithium battery on that calf racer, because I've got a charger for that. Now I have taped this number plate. It's one of the first ones I've taped. I hate treating everyone like they're criminals. I hate that. My bikes, I don't cover my plates because I hate thinking that watchers are going to do anything stupid. But remember, this isn't my bike. I haven't bought this. It's not in my name. So I've just taped it to respect the privacy of Rob and the lady. So I think that's okay on this occasion. The paintwork's bad. The lacquer's gone everywhere. It would need sanding. It would need sanding, cutting, and re-lacquering, but you'd never get it to the standards you'd want. I mean, look, you can see here, you'll just never. I'm going to try some cutting compound on this. This is the actual paint because the lacquer's gone. I'm going to try some because it's going to be resprayed anyway, just out of curiosity. But I'm not actually going to do much more. So this bike's probably going to be a next week one. The calf race is going to be tomorrow, and the BMW. I'm going to do some bits on that. If I find the time, I might have a look at this. I think I'm delivering the ZL 600 to Nat tomorrow as well. So I'm quite busy, but I like to be busy. So keep your eye out for this one. It could be a nice running bike again, fingers crossed. I'll clean it up as much as I can. I'll service it. I'll desperately try and get it through an MOT. Hopefully we have a good running bike here.